In the world of cryptocurrency, an airdrop is a marketing tactic in which developers of a blockchain project send users tokens or NFTs for free. The goal of our show is just that. We want to give you all the free information about how to build your own successful NFT project. But first, we need to start with the basics. I'm Phosforus.
And I'm Rawion. We're just two dudes trying to understand how to apply all this new technology like crypto, NFTs, the whole Web3 thing, and how to use it for our businesses, our artistic careers, and our lives. But first, I want to talk about bike saddles. We've all seen those weird little seats that bikes have. They aren't the most comfortable thing in the world. They're really small and really oddly shaped. A while ago, I heard the reason why. When bicycles first became a thing and they were this new piece of technology, people were hesitant about using them because in those days, horses were the main way of getting around. So people said, why would I need that? I've got my horses. Everything's fine. So the people that were developing bicycles at the time decided to make the seat look more like a saddle. And even to this day, that little weird seat on a bike is called a bike saddle. And they had to use that familiar thing to get people on board with this technology. Even though this was obviously a really smart technological development, people just weren't ready for it. They needed it to be brought down to their level, to be something that they could understand. And I think that's kind of like the problem we're having right now with NFTs. NFTs are confusing. They are straight up just confusing. People don't know how to use them. They don't know how they work. And nobody seems to be able to explain it in a way that's simple, that makes us say, oh, okay, I get it. Let's do it.
For me, this feels really similar to when the internet was just starting out. There's this classic David Letterman interview in 1995 with Bill Gates, where Letterman grills Bill Gates on the functionality of the internet.
And what about this internet thing? Do you know anything about that?
Sure.
Saying,
what the hell is that
why do
exactly?
we need this new technology when we have radio, cassette records, and VHS? 20 years later, we look back on this video and just cringe, because legitimately, everything now happens on the internet. People 20 years ago looked at the internet as some stupid fad. And that's precisely what is happening today with NFTs.
If I'm being honest, I don't want to miss out on this opportunity, this thing that's happening. And I don't want you to miss out on the opportunity to embrace this new technology before the rest of the world gets on board.
Because we know the rest of the world will 100% get on board once they understand what this is.
So that's why we created this show. Our goal is to actually help you understand what NFTs are, how to get involved, and how to not get lost. Because this whole thing, as we said, is super confusing, but it doesn't have to be.
In this show, we'll be interviewing NFT artists, collectors, and developers, so that together, you, me, Rawion, can all learn how to make a great NFT project that's going to create value and have utility for your audience.
We really hope that Airdrop can be the show that you send to your friends and family who know nothing about NFTs so that they can actually learn about how the whole thing works, right? Our whole show is based on this idea from that Einstein quote that everybody loves. If you can't explain something simply, you don't understand it well enough.
Hey, I think I've heard that somewhere. Was that on a cat poster? And to be honest, we're just starting this show to learn.
Hopefully, after listening to us, you'll be able to understand NFTs well enough to explain it to your mom, your grandma, your auntie, and have them say, oh, that makes sense.
And again, I don't want to look back 10 years from now and feel like we missed the boat on this technology. We also want to make sure you don't look back 10 years from now and feel like you missed the boat.
If you can really understand how this whole thing works, you'll be more prepared to make a project or a business that will actually be successful in the long run and get the most out of this new technology.
Thank you so much for joining us on this wild adventure. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube and wherever you listen to podcasts.
Also, follow us on Twitter at airdrop_XYZ, and we'll see you next time on Airdrop.